My name is Wenxuan Zheng, and I'm part of discussion session A09. And my pronouns are he, him, and I'm an international student from China. And like being an international student gives me a unique perspective on topics like race and globalization. And now I'm excited to share my thoughts for this class based on my experiences and what I learned from this class. In today's video, I will reflect two key weeks for the class. Like the first week is week 7, which focused on the labor and race-based nationalism, and week 10, which explored the global capitalism, race, and immigration. So for the first part, let's start with the week 7. The week 7 really helped me to understand the role of Asian immigrants in the economic development of California and Hawaii. In the reading by Adana Bonasech introduced the idea of dependent capitalism, like where cheap and forced labor was used to maintain competition of economic. Like for instance, Asian immigrants worked in industries like agriculture and railroads because their labor was cheaper or more affordable than the white labor. But however, although they're important, they were still excluded socially and politically. And for this part, like Dr. Sasaki's lecture provided a song to this topic, which has really impressed me because this song was sung by Japanese immigrants in Hawaii, and the lyrics describe their journey of hope, sadness, and hardship as they work. Lines like Hawaii, Hawaii, like a dream, so I came, but my tears are flowing now in the cane fields. This this one captured the pain and struggle of these workers. This song gave me a deeper personal understanding of how those immigrants deal with harsh conditions and maintained resilience. Understanding this concept changed my perspective on labor system and how racial hierarchies were built into economic structures, laying the background for systematic inequality that persists today. And that's all for the week 7. Now let's move to the week 10. In front of week 10, the week 10 expanded on the connection between race, labor, and economic system by looking at global capitalism and migration. Lisa Law's reading introduced the concept of globalization as the increasing connections between nations driven by the expansion of capitalism. While globalization creates opportunities, but it also continue to exploit marginalized communities, and often through practices rooted in colonialism and racial capitalism. And one key example that discussed in the lecture was NAFTA. It's the North American Free Trade argument. While NAFTA promised economic growth, but it still caused like unexpected consequences. Like for example, it displaced many Mexican farmers, like forcing them to migrate to the U.S. for work. And at the time, factories near the U.S. and Mexico border hired those workers at very low wages. These factories benefited large corporations, but they exploited workers and caused like environmental damage. And for the week 10, it reminded me that we have the responsibility to think critically about our choices sometimes, like and their impact on others, because the global capitalism isn't just a economic system, it is also a social system that affects real lives. And understanding this is the first step toward meaningful change. And for the last part, the personal impact reflection. Honestly, the week 10, the topic that really that impacted me the most was the global capitalism and its connection to labor and migration. Learning about how systems like NAFTA exploit marginalized workers and prioritized profit over people changed the way I think about my role as a like what I said, like a consumer. Now I realize how the products I used are linked to global inequalities. Like I never saw it before. And now I feel more motivated to make a good choices and support systems that value human dignity over economic profit. Okay, overall, this course has changed how I think about the world. And thank you for your patience to take time to watch my video.